Hi conscious Gemini, welcome to my channel on Oracle and Spirituality. Here is a reading for the next 15 days. So we're going to figure out what's going to happen for you in your life or in a specific area of your life in the 2 weeks ahead. Make sure you check out the description below because there is everything you need to know about this reading. So make sure you read it through. And if you want to stay updated with the evolution of your energies, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell button for the notifications. My name is Gail, I am a life guide and a spiritual teacher, and I help meaning seekers navigate a more conscious life toward greater happiness. If you want to support me, the free work that I do here on YouTube, I put a link, PayPal me link in the description. Okay, with no further ado, let's start with your cards. We've got discovery, negotiations, cloister, the table, undertaking, and the last one is accident. So I'm talking to a Gemini who is experiencing some closing off at the moment in some part of their life, in some aspect of their life, maybe in a larger aspect, but there is somewhere in your life where, if this reading is for you, you are closing off, you are going inward, but not in a so positive way. I would say it's both. Like, in one way it's positive because you are very aware of your inner world and very willing to introspecting and doing some meditation and exploring your inner self or your inner space, or in some aspect of your life that is kind of a small contained place, and you're very willing to explore it, and that's good, and you're very open to your intuition and to signs and synchronicities and to esotericism as well. So on this aspect it's very good because doing this introspection or going within, it helps you to do some inner work. But on the other side, it's not really good because it's not really that you are just meditating or introspecting. It's also that you're closing your doors with no one can access to you, and with no access to the external world. So you're cutting off from the external world. And the reason, I think, it's because your shadow energy is the negotiation cards, and it talks about debates, discussions, but that can be heated. It's not so much the types of conversations that are harmonious and calm and everyone talks one after the other. No, in here everyone talks at the same time and talks down and is very argumentative and arguing. So this is your shadow energy. So it means some part of you you're not aware of is wanting or needing to speak up, needing or wanting to have those debates, those conversations, those exchanges. I'm talking about that because of those two cards as well. That's why I'm going to read it that way. You're needing some exchanges with some contacts with the external world. You're needing, but you're not aware of that aspect. That's why you're closing off, you know. But you're really needing to talk to other people. You're needing to exchange with the world and to have some verbal exchanges, conversations where you can debate, you can parliament, you can speak up and give your opinions, and, you know, even if it can be heated, this part of you doesn't care if it's heated. It doesn't care if it goes to conflict. It needs this exchange. It needs this relating thing. You need to relate. It needs to have some excitement from it, from interacting with other people. And you're not conscious so much that you need that at the moment. Although you're a Gemini, and Geminis normally know that they want to talk to other people, that they want to interact with other people. You know that. But in that very situation you're in at the moment, and at the moment also, you're not aware that you need it. And also you don't want to go to conflict because you feel that people are very conflictual, they just want debate. You don't even want to debate, you didn't want to give your opinion and just like exchange argumentation, like, you know, start to, because if you speak up, then they're going to speak up too, and then it's going to be a fight and like exchanging facts and figures and blah blah blah, and you don't even want to do that. You want to be quiet, and so that's why you're closing off and you're shutting down, like you're just not wanting to interact with the world because of that, because of those conflicts. You don't want to have the conflict, and you don't even know some part of you actually needs those exchanges and interactions. And then, because people are coming, you know, to you, so in some way they have they come to take you out of your basement, or I don't know where you're hiding, where you went to protect yourself, or where, I don't know where you're hiding, but you're there in your basement, or I don't know, and they come to take you out of it, like, and so you have to interact with them, and because of that, then you'll have some exchanges with them, and in the next few days you'll figure out, oh, actually, it's nice. I thought it would be a fight. I thought it would be, yeah, I thought we would just be arguing or something, and you realize, oh no, actually that's cool. So the part of you who wanted and needed the interactions, even if it was going to conflict, would be very happy, because then the interaction you will have will actually be very nice. So even though maybe right now there may be some fights, it's in the next few days you'll no longer have fights. It will be very harmonious, very aligned. Everyone will be aligned. Everyone will have the same opinions and the same way of seeing things, and you're going to interact with people, eat something with them, you know, around the table, and have nice conversations, dinners, lunches, you know, and maybe with your partner, maybe with your friends, maybe with your family or colleagues, and you're just going to interact with them, and it's going to be so nice, so much pleasure. You'll get so much pleasure out of it, out of these interactions, because you love interactions as a Gemini. And I didn't even say that in the French reading, actually, that Geminis actually love that. They love that. But you know it already. And maybe the French, the people who listen to my French reading, they may have thought, but why is she saying that? Because I'm a Gemini, and so I am conscious about that. Well, I don't know, maybe they will think that, but I'm pretty sure if the reading is for them, they will feel that at the moment they don't want to talk. Like, it's not because I am a Gemini too. It's not because we are Geminis that we always want to talk to people, and at some points we just don't want to have any conflict with other people. It can't be, you know, it's not always that we want to to be out in the world. But though when you will, it will be a delight. You'll just enjoy it. You'll just enjoy so much those interactions, going out, parties, fun with other people. I can see there are plenty of people, not necessarily plenty, but there are people here. And you won't feel alone anymore. It will be so great. And because of this energy, because this is a Venusian energy, it's a hedonist card, and it talks about abundance. Because you'll be in such a fluid energy, and the energy is just flowing so easily, so smoothly, and boom, 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 and you'll be in this so beautiful energy. Then what's going to happen is that then in the 2 weeks, you'll embody the undertaking card. So you'll start to work on your project. You'll have ideas on projects you want to work on. Life will come back to you, basically, because you'll go back to your body, to your senses, because here is very ascetic, minimalistic, and you're not so much in your body. You're detached from your body. You're much more in the spiritual realm. And here you'll embody your energy. You'll become fully embodied, fully in your experience, physical experience, material physical experience. And so, but because it will be in a so harmonious way, because this is a feminine energy, and so you'll be so much in your feminine energy of receiving, also giving and receiving, and that's the abundance, that you will have an abundance of ideas and the energy to start something new, or even if it's not new, if it's an old project that you stopped, you'll have the energy, the sacral energy to work on those projects and put a lot of energy in it. It's conceiving it, but also applying things and making your first steps into applying and into making it real. And it may be about esotericism as well, like projects about esoteric topics, because those two cards, they are next to each other, and in both you have esoteric signs here and here. So it's it may be projects about esotericism or about some discoveries that you did while you were introspecting. Maybe all those things were there, you were open to them, and you were meditating, and things were somewhere there, but it was etheric. It was not at all physical. And because you become physical, you go into pleasure, the pleasure of living, then boom, it can go from the spiritual to the thought, and because of there is the emotions and the physical, so now it can become, you can plan real project, concrete project, and start to make them happen. It's not necessarily completed right now, like it depends on the length of those projects. It can be short, very short projects, it can be middle, long-term projects, I don't know, but so it won't probably be completed just now, but you're working on them, and you've got this energy, this joy and pleasure, and it's tasty, and it feels so tasty to work on your project. It's so cool. And the oracle is advising you to create an accident in your life. Like, it was so slow, so like a Saturn, Saturnian energy. It was so apathetic and like not moving, just staying still, and it's just, nothing was just moving. Everything was like growing in some way, but at the same spot, and it was not moving forward. It was just kind of like, it felt like it was just standing still. And if you start those projects with a bang, you know, it feels like a boom. You make your project start up like a bang, then, or I would say, if you direct this to this energy that was, you had amplified but was still, and here you open the channel, then you can push or burst this energy through the channel, and it creates projects. But it's kind of like the oracle is advising you to give a strong, sudden, but very strong impulse into your projects, so that it don't start just slow, like little bit, I work a little bit on this and a little bit on that. No, like start with a bang. And also, probably the oracle, because the two cards here are Martian energies, so the two cards are probably related, so I'm going to read them together. I feel it has to be read together anyway, and they're sitting next to each other anyway. So I think also it's saying, if you want this whole thing to happen, don't be scared of the fights. Because here, if you're hiding, it's because, and standing still, it's because you are scared of conflict. You are scared of going into the fights, and so nothing is moving. But if you want this energy to move and to become this, you'll have to be not scared of this energy, and not scared to interact with people. So the oracle is saying, don't be scared of potential conflicts. If you have to have a burst of anger, if you have to have a heated debate, doesn't matter. Just go into it. Just go into it, because what you thought would be a distraction of some sort will actually be a beautiful conversation, beautiful interactions that will then give you the energy, the necessary sacral energy to then create projects. All right, Gemini, that's really beautiful. Share with another Gemini who may benefit this reading. Like, subscribe, click the bell button, and it always feels good to me when you do so. I'm really grateful, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time, or right now in another of my videos. Check your sun, moon, and rising signs. That will give you a more fuller picture and more complete picture of your life and even of this situation. And I'll see you then. Bye.